just a big city problem. They aren't. And we're often told that the way to get rid of drugs is to go after the dealer. Well, there's a man who says that's wrong, too. You'll meet him in tonight's Eye on America, reported by Meredith Vieira.
Stretched along the banks of the Mississippi, with its rutted country roads and crooked train tracks, Greenville is in many ways still the sleepy, friendly Delta town it has always been.
I love it better than I do any place in the world.
Savannah Wilson fell in love with Greenville back in 1930, opened this small boarding house, and made a living by renting rooms out to field hands and factory workers.
Sure, they're my neighbors.
But as industry abandoned Greenville, drug traffickers moved in. Even a 79-year-old grandma knows how the local crack trade works.
People brings it in and hire different fellas who don't have no jobs to distribute it. And they stand on the street in bunches selling dope.
The children of Greenville know about crack cocaine too. 6-year-old Arthur drew a picture with a familiar slogan.
Say no to drugs.
But just say no isn't working in Greenville, any more than it is in New York, Chicago, or LA. Greenville's per capita crime rate is now second in the Southeast to Miami's.
The money's good. The money's damn good.
Tyree Waters sells cocaine. He's been arrested 4 times, beginning when he was 9 years old.
Only way you'll probably stop me from selling drugs tomorrow if you give me $1 million.
From Greenville, Mississippi to New York's South Bronx, America has invested millions fighting drug dealers as small-time as Tyree Waters and as big as Manuel Noriega. But it doesn't seem that we've made much progress. One man who grew up on this New York City street thinks he knows why. He says in part it's because we've been targeting all the wrong people.
We're like morons looking in the wrong direction for the answer to our problem, when the answer is right there.
For 25 years, Mike Levine worked as a federal drug agent in almost every country where narcotics are produced. During his career, he was responsible for the arrest of thousands of drug dealers. Today, he says it was all a waste of time and money, all a charade by the U.S. government he served.
We were told drugs are the enemy. It's not a war on drugs. Drugs can't fight. You can't go to war against drugs. I want to show America that they can win a war against a problem, a drug problem. It's done by going right to where the problem is, and that is the guy paying those bucks. And he's the easiest to stop.
The user.
The user.
Kirby Slayton, welcome to Greenville.
Small-town cop Kirby Slayton read one of Levine's books on fighting back and invited the South Bronx drug agent to the Mississippi Delta.
Thanks.
He spent the week talking tough to community leaders and students, explaining how Greenville is going to wipe out its drug problem by taking away the dealer's business, one addict at a time.
They're going to buy the dope, and they're going to walk away 4 or 5 blocks, or they may drive away, and suddenly their car's going to be stopped.
You want to step out? You want to step out?
They're going to be arrested.
It feels like a rock right there. Is that a rock there, Harvey?
That looks like a little cocaine, man. You under arrest.
We may arrest 100 users, 100 buyers, because you're the enemy. And then when the drug dealer has no more customers and he's standing outside wondering why business is down, then we're going to arrest him last.
It will take months before Greenville knows if Mike Levine's tactics are working. Till then, children will continue to just say no and hope that's enough. And Savannah Wilson will sleep with 2 guns by her bedside.
This is a 38, and this is a 22. I'm afraid to sleep without a gun around me.
In Greenville, Mississippi, Meredith Vieira for Eye on America.
And that's our news.